Hey folks. I'm an old biker dude, man. Once upon a time, there was an old biker dude who decided to set off on an amazing motorcycle travel adventure. Well, good morning, everybody. That early 3:30 in the morning start got me feeling a little groggy this morning, and I broke one of my cardinal rules again. I stopped at a Bojangles and got a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit and some of their coffee, which is not very good. But I'm sort of plotting out my day here. I had started out with this being a Blue Ridge Parkway trip, but I took a couple of left turns where I probably should have took a right turn and just got on some pretty roads and ended up in Brevard, North Carolina. That's sort of the way it works when your particular way of doing things is to not have a very particular way of doing things, so to speak. But I'm going to eventually end up on the Blue Ridge Parkway. I'm going to ride back up that way here shortly. But that was an interesting little situation last night for sure. But it's got me going nice and early, so let's go see what we can get into. Now let's see, let's do a quick check of our solar this morning. I don't know if y'all can see that real good, but I'm only at 17% on my power station back there in the power wagon. That's because I ran my refrigerator all night off of it. But I did manage to charge my backup battery while I was over there, and it is a nice sunny day, so if I just get rolling here, I should have some solar to build that thing back up. My refrigerator is nice and cold, so right here you'll see it's 0 right now. My compressor won't run all the time. It'll cut back on, you know, when it needs to, just to stay down at a nice cool 37 degrees. So I think everything looks good this morning. We'll see what happens here. Well, I stopped here at a little ride share pull-off on my way in between Brevard, and I was going to go over here to Highlands, North Carolina, and show you all this beautiful 40-mile stretch of US 64 here. But I've just received word that a friend of mine, a lifelong friend, is currently in hospice care back home, so I'm going to have to break away and head back home and resume my trip after the weekend, I guess. Which, you know, it is what it is. I need to be able to see this friend. But in the meantime, this is going to, because I'm going to take a more direct route towards home, this will take us through some really interesting roads, actually, that a lot of people probably don't even realize exist. I'm going to be going down 176 here and cross into South Carolina and show you an area that doesn't get very much attention. Like, most people don't think of South Carolina as being a mountainous state, or, you know, they think of it more as a piedmont, and then of course, you know, the beaches and Myrtle Beach and Charleston, the culture, the history. But northern South Carolina has some beautiful, absolutely stunningly amazing mountainous landscape. And I'm going to show some of it to you here very shortly. Here we go. There you go. 8% grades and 20-mile-an-hour speed. Trucks are restricted from being on this road, and that's because of the windy nature of it. But it's a beautiful ride, and you'll see that here shortly. Now, we're still in North Carolina right now, but shortly we'll be crossing into South Carolina to, like I mentioned before, an area that not very many people really ever get a chance to see. Just went over the Eastern Continental Divide, which means we're at 2,750 feet. So, you know, while that's not exactly what most people would consider extremely high altitude, it is for this area. And that's why you see that sign right there that says ice at intervals. In the wintertime, it can get a little nasty up here. Up ahead. Well, that's a sweeping hairpin curve there. Sharp turns, South Carolina. And this is what I mean. Most people don't think of a mountainous terrain with 15-mile-an-hour turns in South Carolina. This is not something we usually picture as synonymous with that state. And that's why I wanted to show you guys this. That's the sharpest turn we've seen all day. But yeah, this is beautiful down through here. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, put that remote control down, brother. You might want to see this. Since we've been in South Carolina. Here comes the first two right here. And I'm probably 5 miles in. First two cars I've seen. Now, just a reminder, we are in South Carolina, okay? Look at that mountain back there. Oh my goodness. That's a nice little homestead right there. That mountain y'all see sticking up right there, that is Sassafras Mountain. It's one of the highest points in South Carolina. And back to some curvy roads again. Even I had forgotten how curvy this road was. I used to come up this road all the time back when I was working up here. Man, this is beautiful. Alright, let's see if we can get one more clip of these beautiful curves so pretty here. I hope that sun glare is not too bad. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh, gotta love that one. This is just absolutely an undiscovered gem in South Carolina. It's US Highway 178, and it'll run all the way down here to South Carolina 11, which leads into Pickens, South Carolina. You guys with the motorcycles, get on up here and try this some Saturday. You'll be glad you did. And remember, old biker dude told you about it. I can't resist the urge to keep turning this camera back on. I mean, these roads are just absolutely unreal. Now remember, this is South Carolina, people. Is this amazing or what? I may have to just let this whole video go out as one video, because I just hate to waste footage like this and edit it away. I mean, you can't buy footage like this. I mean, is this just amazing or what? Wow. Boy, that's the saddest sign I've seen all day right there. That means my little ride on 178 in South Carolina is over. That was absolutely